What's up, everybody? You are listening to the Think Big podcast. I'm your host, Ayelet Polonsky, also known as your manifestation mentor. This podcast is designed to help you create a manifestation mindset by learning how to think big. You'll learn how to use your thoughts to co-create your reality. Let's get into today's episode.
There's a concept called burning boats that traces back to one of history's most inspiring leadership stories. Today, motivational speakers and those in leadership positions teach about the tremendous psychological impact that burning boats has when it comes to seeing your goals manifest. The story goes like this. In the year of 1519, Hernan Cortes led a large expedition consisting of 600 Spaniards, 16 or so horses, and 11 boats to Mexico. The goal? To capture a magnificent treasure said to be held there. Upon arrival, Cortes made history by destroying his ships. That's right. His troops arrived to Mexico and he commanded them to destroy their only means of transportation home. This sent a clear message to his men. There's no turning back. They either win or they perish. And although you might assume that Cortes's men would have become disheartened with no exit strategy in place to save their lives, they instead rallied behind their leader as never before. Within 2 years, he succeeded in his conquest of the Aztec Empire. At its essence, burning boats represents a point of no return. A psychological commitment where you recognize that you have crossed a line never to cross back. There is the oscillating mind that goes back and forth between should I stay or go? Should I marry this person or not? Should I leave my comfort zone to go live in a new place or stay here? Should I quit my job and hope to find something better? Right? That's our human tendency. This game of running and returning that the mind so naturally wants to play has no choice but to focus on the current circumstance and go all in when you apply burning your ships. Everything now, all thoughts and efforts must be focused on succeeding in this new reality. In fact, Hebrew tradition teaches a similar value. We learn in the Tanakh that in ancient times, when the Jewish people would go in to conquer a city, the Jewish people were told to surround their enemy from 3 sides only. They'd surround the city by only 3 sides, leaving open for the enemy the possibility of escape. What the Jewish people understood was that so long as the enemy saw that they had an escape route available, they would not fight with the utmost intensity and energy. In most cases, this played right into the besiegers' hands. When you know you have an escape or a way out, the mind will tend to get lazy and give up the fight. I see this in my own marriage. Our first 9 months of marriage had its ups and downs, to say the least. And then something miraculous happened at the 9-month mark of our marriage. We got pregnant. The pregnancy, we believe, was the catalyst that burned our boats. Psychologically, having a baby together put us in a position where the possibility of exiting our marriage was no longer a viable option. Both my husband and I shifted gears instantly, and instead of looking for a way out, we made it our mission to ensure we'd have the best marriage ever. We always wanted to manifest the type of connection that includes conscious communication, real listening of one another, acceptance, forgiveness, and giving. But it took burning our boats to get there. With anything in your life that you want to see manifest, you have got to find a way to burn all your boats and go all in. I call this the manifestation tightrope. You have your goal, you see it at the end of your tightrope. You know that external forces and influences will try to sway you off course. But you go all in so that all you see is your goal at the end of that rope. If you want to start a business or a project, burn all the boats that will try to convince you that you're not capable of being successful in this endeavor. When I first started my coaching business over a decade ago, at the age of 21, I knew I was going to come across turbulence. I knew I would fail again and again, and at times would be discouraged to continue the path of self-employment. I often found myself thinking things would be so much easier if I had a job and a consistent paycheck. But I made a commitment to myself at that young, ripe age that I wouldn't quit no matter what. Whatever it took, I'm all in. Similarly, if you want to get married, but are having a hard time manifesting your soulmate, perhaps it's because you know there are too many options out there. And so subconsciously, you keep telling yourself, maybe the next one will be a better catch. You've got too many boats in your harbor. Manifestation requires real commitment to your desire. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. It doesn't work that way. A confused desire manifests confused outcomes. Moral of the story? Be all in. Whether in your marriage, relationship, career, whatever big or small decision is sitting in front of you right now, burn the boats that are holding you back from taking the chance that might just be the open door to miracles for you. A boat never experiences its full potential by staying docked in the harbor anyways. Sharing is caring, so if you liked what you heard, pay it forward. Share this with a friend. And as always, happy manifesting.
If you enjoyed this episode and would like more manifestation inspiration, tune in every Monday for a new episode. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on an episode. What you get out of this show means the world to me, so I invite you to leave an honest review. If you want more, you can follow me on social media at Ayelet Polonsky. I also have a number of virtual courses to offer if you're ready to take this material to the next level and start embodying a manifestation mindset. I teach you how to heal past trauma, experience the most joy out of life, and rewrite your future so you can feel good more often. Simply head on over to ayeletpolonsky.com for a variety of resources you can start taking advantage of immediately. See you next week, and as always, think big and happy manifesting.